Hello and welcome to Plus TV Africa. I'm Lakwe Banjot with the news on the hour. President Muhammadu Buhari has described the Sunday, June 24 killings in the Barikin Ladi local government area of Plateau State as painful. He expressed regret over the killings and vowed that his administration would not rest until the murderers and sponsors are brought to justice. Reacting through the official Twitter handle of the Nigerian presidency, hours after the reported killings, President Buhari said the incident as very painful and regrettable. He also condoled with the communities and families of those affected by the violence, stating that the grievous loss of lives and property arising from the killing in Plateau is painful and regrettable. Meanwhile, the news agency of Nigerian reports that the police in Plateau State confirmed that 86 people were killed in the attack, which took place in Razat, Ruku, Naya, Kura, and the Ghana Rock villages of Gashish district, all in Barikin Ladi local government area of the state. The Plateau Commander's public relations officer, ASP Turner Tayopev, confirmed the new figure after the police stated previously that only 11 people were killed in the attack. The Senior Staff Association of Electricity and Allied Companies has threatened to shut down operations in the power sector over the alleged breakdown of law and order by the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, Usman Gur Mohammed. Speaking at the union's National Executive Committee meeting at the weekend, President General of the SSA-EAC, Chris Okonkwo, demanded Mohammed's sack within 2 weeks to avoid an indefinite shutdown of the power sector. According to him, not only does the TCN boss fail to comply with extant laws and standard conditions of service, he has also stopped certain allowances and resisted all external negotiators. Okonkwo also called on the federal government to readdress the privatization process, calling it a mere distribution of assets, as less than 7 of the 20 private distribution companies have officially agreed conditions of service with their workers and representatives. The Registrar of the National Business and Technical Examinations Board, Professor Ifeoma Abanihe, has been suspended along with 4 directors for their inability to account for 49 million naira for contracts awarded by the examination body. The suspension, which follows an investigative panel report, is contained in a letter signed by Professor Leonard Shilba, chairman of the governing board, and was made available to newsmen yesterday in Benin, Edo State. The 4 others affected are the Directors of Examination Administration, Examinations Development, Finance and Accounts, and the Procurement Officer. The investigative panel is said to have discovered discrepancies in the contract awards, with the sum of 49.7 million naira unaccounted for by the registrar and an over 400 million naira debt accrued by the board. Following the suspension, Adamu, Minister of Education, has been advised to take further action. The governor of Kwara State, Abdul Fattah Ahmed, has expressed optimism that the All Progressives Congress new chairman will unite the party. He described the new chairman as a man of action and believes that, along with his new executives, he will unify all factions. He also said that with Oshiomhole, the party will be able to not only take new states, but have resounding success during the 2019 general elections. Ahmed, in an exclusive interview with Plus TV Africa's correspondent Mary Chinder, described the convention as the best in history of the APC. Similarly, the re-elected National Publicity Secretary Bolaji Abdullahi, while describing the election of a new party leaders as credible, debunked allegations by the PDP that the APC sponsored the convention with looted funds.
So we're all happy with the manner that the convention has carried out this particular election. So I don't think anyone will have serious reason to complain about the processes. So I believe that all of us as party members, as APC members, should be proud of what we have achieved here. Because before this election, before this convention, there have been all kinds of prophecies of doom about what will happen to the party, how people will go now, how the whole place will direct to chaos. We've not seen that. Instead, what we have seen is a carnival-like environment, all blessed to himself, and everyone is happy with the way it's gone. And I believe that very soon going to arrive at a very logical conclusion in this exercise.
President Muhammadu Buhari will tomorrow visit Calabar, the Cross River State capital, to commission an automated rice seeds and seedlings factory worth billions of naira, the first of its kind in Africa, and the inauguration of an ultra-modern Navy hospital. State Governor Ben Ayade has revealed that the state is preparing a reception for the president, calling it a homecoming, and evidence of his love for the state, as well as his approval of his administration feats in the agricultural sector. According to the state governor, Calabar is projected to generate a minimum of 50 billion naira annually from the rice factory, with maximum support from the federal government. A 1 million naira reward is being offered by the Lagos Police Command to anyone who volunteers to disclose the identity of the lady who accused an officer of fraud. The police commissioner, Imohimi Edgal, in a statement on Sunday, said that the lady had made false and misleading allegations to malign the good name of the hardworking officer and cause embarrassment to the police authorities. He said he is counting on the goodwill of Lagosians to come forth with credible information that will lead to the arrest of the woman, as this will still serve as a deterrent to others who use social media to destroy the image of innocent Nigerians. According to reports, last week a lady had posted a video on social media claiming that an Inspector Marcel Inabugu is a billionaire who drives a car with customized plate number inscribed Mr. MCON and owns a house in GRA Ikeja worth over 250 million naira. The police, after thorough investigation, stated that the lady's claims were false. And on the foreign scene, Turkey's democracy probably took a giant step backwards yesterday as President Tayyip Erdogan was re-elected in an early election that could further cement the prospects of a one-man rule. In the presidential and parliamentary elections concluded on Sunday, Erdogan defeated his rival Muharrem İnce with more than half the vote without needing a runoff. This new 5-year term bid by the president will see him rule Turkey till 2023 and also make him the first president to enjoy enhanced powers under a new constitution agreed in a controversial April 2017 referendum. Although final results will be announced on Friday, Erdogan's opponent already accepted the result on the basis of poll figures, saying everything about the vote was unfair. The elections were brought forward from the original November 2019 date by Erdogan, who argued that bringing the polls closer would give him enough time for the reforms he intends to introduce in Turkey. Italy's far-right Interior Minister Matteo Salvini on Sunday told foreign charities to stop rescuing migrants off the coast of Libya, even as one group said 1,000 people were on boats in distress in the Mediterranean. Italy has been at the forefront of Europe's migrant crisis and is now taking a new hardline stance. Salvini told aid groups to back off and let the Libyan Coast Guard take care of rescue operations, which includes the recovery and return of migrants to their countries. He added that Italian ports will be closed to those who aid human traffickers, whilst suggesting that the NGOs were complicit. Earlier on Sunday, the mayor of Barcelona, Ada Colau, called on the Spanish government to save the migrants in distress. She urged Spain to help save lives and said the migrants would be welcomed in her city. The Italian Coast Guard sent a message to rescue boats operating in the Mediterranean, warning them that Italy would no longer be coordinating rescue operations in the Libya search and rescue area. And according to local reports, a plane conveying election materials to the Indonesian province of Papua was attacked, and in the process, the pilot was injured. The plane is said to have landed at Kenayem Airport in the Nduga region when an armed group opened fire on the left side of the plane, leaving the 27-year-old pilot with a gunshot wound. The police spokesman, Senior Commissioner A.M. Kamal, reported that this incident occurred at 9:45 a.m., with the police and soldiers engaging in shooting with the armed group for several hours. Saudi women got behind the wheel for the first time on Sunday after the kingdom overturned the world's only ban on female motorists. The move is part of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's wide-ranging efforts to modernize the conservative, oil-rich state. But it has coincided with a crackdown on female activists long opposed to the driving ban, with many of them arrested ahead of yesterday's milestone. Women in Riyadh and other cities began driving around soon after the ban was lifted at midnight. Saudi TV presenter Sabika Al-Dosari called it a historic moment for every Saudi woman. The lifting of the ban, which many see as a symbol of repression, is expected to be transformative for many women, freeing them from the dependence on private chauffeurs or male relatives. Authorities appear to project that the reform had religious sanctions, with the kingdom's top clerical council on Sunday reiterating that lifting of the ban was in line with Islamic views. The reform was sparked by what experts characterize as an economic pain in the kingdom, owing to a drop in oil prices. It is expected to boost women's employment and, according to a Bloomberg estimate, add $90 billion to economic output by 2030. And in business, responding to the recent hike of the United States Federal Reserve's benchmark for short-term interest rate, the Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Dr. Joseph Enana, says the country has external reserves capacity of $49 billion. On this note, he said there is no cause for alarm, but spoke on the importance of capital inflow in the economy. He, however, noted that the Treasury bill's yield was attractive, as he said Nigeria is in a comfortable position. And Nana said that unlike in 2016, when the country struggled to pay foreign portfolio investors, they are ready to meet every FPI at the point of their exit. He also said the investors and exporters window has a total transaction volume of $25 billion, alongside what he called a war chest of $49 billion in foreign reserve. According to him, the stability of the exchange rate makes the yield curve attractive, hence unaffected by what the US does with its normalization. Alhaji Aliko Dangote, chairman of Dangote Sugar Refinery, confirmed that the company spent 121 billion naira in 2017 to attain its backward integration program. In doing so, Dangote Sugar Refinery still paid its shareholders 21 billion naira in dividends for the year ending December 31st, 2017. This translates to a 192% increase of the 175 kobo per share. In 2016, it paid 7.2 billion naira or 60 kobo per share. Dangote, at the company's annual general meeting in Lagos, said that the money was mainly spent on equipment, consultancy, compensation to landowners, and other related services. Abdullahi Sule, the acting managing director of Dangote Sugar Refinery, said the company would keep trying to pursue its target of reaching 1.08 million metric tons of refined sugar annually over the next 6 years. A new financial agreement has been signed by the International Fund for Agricultural Development and the Republic of Kenya in a bid to support the country's aquacultural sector and fight against food insecurity. The cost of the entire program is $143.3 million, which includes a $40 million loan from the IFAD. Other bodies involved in co-financing the project are the Kenyan government, which gave $31.4 million, the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations with $400,000 and $43.6 million from the beneficiaries. The Aquaculture Business Development Program and related activities are modeled to increase fish production in a sustainable manner in 15 target countries, of which Kenya is one. The rest of the funds, which is $27.9 million, will be sourced from potential co-funders or IFAD financial rounds. The financial agreement was signed by the president of the IFAD, Gilbert F. Humbo, and Harriet M. Nduma in Rome. So far, IFAD has financed 18 rural development programs and projects in Kenya, totaling $819.3 million and a $376.3 million investment since 1979. Tokumbo is up next with the entertainment news.
In entertainment, hip-hop star D'banj has lost his son. The little boy is not even 2 years old yet and was said to have drowned in the pool in the family's Lagos home on Sunday afternoon. The little boy's body has reportedly been moved to the morgue in GRA. The music star and his wife, Linio Didi Kilgore, are said to be devastated. D'banj's son, named Daniel, clocked one only in May. D'banj, meanwhile, is out of the country. He arrived in Los Angeles 2 days ago to attend the 2018 BET Award. Although there's no official statement from the Coco Master himself, he shared an all-black post on his Instagram page a short while ago with the caption, "Trying times, but my God is always and forever faithful." DMW music boss David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, has won the BET Black Entertainment Television Awards as Best International Act. The BET Award celebrates achievements in entertainment and honors music, sports, television, and movies. The event was held at the Microsoft Theatre in Los Angeles on Sunday and hosted by American actor Jamie Foxx. It was the first time any Nigerian will receive the BET Award on the main stage, with lots of celebrity audience cheering. Davido edged out his Nigerian contemporary, Tiwa Savage, and others to snatch the highly coveted award. In his acceptance speech, the Assurance singer sent out condolences to D'banj over the loss of his son. He also thanked BET for the award and used the medium to promote African culture. American actor Dwayne Johnson, popularly known as The Rock, has announced a long-lasting pair of headphones as part of his new workout collection for Under Armour. The former wrestler has been collaborating with managers at the athletic brand since 2016 and has now revealed his own wireless audio apparatus, which is resilient enough to endure intense gym sessions. He took to social media to proclaim that the headphones had arrived as he posted a photo of himself wearing the Project Rock headphones. According to him, devotees will enjoy the toughness and functionality of the Project Rock wireless headphones, which will be in retail stores by the 28th of June. Johnson is the latest in a line of celebrities including 50 Cent, will.i.am and Dr. Dre to cash in on the headphones market. And that's it on entertainment. Up next is Udoka with the sports news.
Hello and welcome to Sports Update on Plus TV Africa. I am Udoka Njoku. Argentina's World Cup squad is in revolt after a failed coup attempt against the coach Jorge Sampaoli, and of course Lionel Messi and co are understood to have demanded the head of the former Chile boss in the wake of the humiliating defeat by Croatia. Remember, they lost that game by 3-0. And the players wanted 1986 World Cup winning midfielder George Buruchaga, currently the general manager of the national side, to replace Sampaoli. It was also confirmed and clear that Mascherano and striker Christian Pavon came to blows in the dressing room after the Croatia match when the former Liverpool midfielder lashed out verbally at blunder of goalkeeper Willy Caballero. And despite the demands of the players, Sampaoli was given a stay of his execution by Tapia, that's the president, after being summoned to the president's room at Argentina's base in Brunici, 60 miles outside Moscow. And for Sampaoli, he was told that he will stay as coach for the rest of the World Cup. He will then be sacked at the end of the tournament. It was also suggested that the FA wanted Sampaoli to quit, but that would mean him giving up claims for a payoff. Still on the World Cup, the Egyptian Football Association says that there is no problem between it and star player Mohamed Salah amid reports the Liverpool forward could be set to quit the national team. And it had been reported that the 26-year-old was considering his future with the squad after a series of disagreements. And Salah was reported to be unhappy after being photographed with Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov. And Salah had a disagreement with the EFA in April over his image rights. He was upset his image had been used in a promotion for a brand that rivaled one he had already signed a deal with. And he tweeted in Arabic saying, "Sorry, but this is a major insult." And going over to some transfer information, Chelsea are close to confirming Maurizio Sarri as their next manager and will immediately turn the focus to making up ground in the transfer market. And Sarri is likely to sign a 2-year contract that will include the option of a 3rd year, finally bringing Antonio Conte's time as boss to an end. And Chelsea are believed to be paying around £4.5 million to release Sarri from Napoli after a contractual dispute caused a delay and has slowed down their transfer activity. And they are yet to sign or sell a player this summer, but we look to finally bring in new bodies as they target Champions League qualification next season. And that's it on Sports Update on Plus TV Africa. I am Udoka Njoku. Back to you, Lakbe.
Thanks, Udoka. And that's the news at this hour. I am Lakbe Banjo. Enjoy your day.